Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Championship Sunday. Gandhi alongside of Ghost Naomi. Ghost Misfits G4C is up 4-0 over BTH.
5-0.
5-0 now. God.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're watching Snipe Down rip faces off. So, you know, it goes without saying. It happens to the best of us and to the worst of us. So, but more importantly here, we are going into a drift capture the flag. I think what's on that map?
A sniper. Two snipers.
Two snipers?
Two snipers.
Okay, we're going to start off with Snipe Down.
Yeah, he needs to be on the screen whenever he has a sniper. I mean,
he's a sicko.
I can't say it enough. We were at AGL 5 Nashville. I think the majority of the time that we were talking, we were just bring on dispatch,
right.
Put Snipe Down on screen, put Pistol on screen, Formal, all those players that are just so dominant with the sniper. But
monsters.
Again, Snipe Down is just destroying. He's really making this finals his finals.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is you know, everyone always asks like how I describe Snipe Down or how do you describe a person like Snipe Down? And I said, well, on one of my Gandhi Slots episode, I said, well, you know what, man, I referred to him as a serial killer, and everyone's like, what does that mean? I was like, dude, he's sadistic in this game.
He is.
He is. Like, when you play against him, he's sadistic.
Yes.
Like, you can't get into his head because it makes him madder.
Yeah, if you do not talk...
You can't do anything.
What
do you do?
Do not
You literally have to outplay him.
Down.
You have to outplay him.
And I don't know how you do that when he's ripping your face off, so... Maybe we can see BTH have some like, sign of...
Life?
I just want to see something.
They need to get the defibrillators out and just 3, 2, 1, clear.
All right, well, we're kicking it off here with Snipe Down. Once again, he's going top middle for the Rockets. Not something that I'm really accustomed to seeing.
I don't like this at all.
I would expect him to go for the snipe, but you know what? He's going to make something out of nothing as always, so I'm excited to see what happens.
Well, Dursky jumping up on the training, and neither team actually went for the sniper off the beginning here. Ninja able to grab those rockets. He is bottom middle. He is actually going to be cleaned up here, and we have a sniper in the hands of Dursky. And does Enable have one as well? No, I don't think so.
No, he does not.
Okay, well, that's good. So now this is going to be a little bit interesting, and Eric, give us a little bit of a rundown here. It's going to be the first of 3 flags. Your flag has to be at home to score. What can we expect?
Oh, wow, he almost connected right there. Well, what you're really going to see is a lot of people are going to go for the snipers. If you see a couple of double kills, triple kills, that's when you're going to see a more so the flag pushes. If you don't have the sniper kills, then what we're going to see is really... we're going to see people going for the rockets, and when they go for... Dude, it is getting insane over here. I don't know if you guys can hear through my mic or through any other one's mic, but I'm having a hard time keeping focus.
They're so loud. They're, like, mad. They're literally furious at BTH. Like, I've never experienced trash talk like that because, you know, you normally hear the trash talk a little bit. And, well,
remember back in the old days with Exowoons versus Shook on Gaming, we saw Vegito versus Exowoons trash talk, but and even versus Fonzie. But besides that, you know, you really don't see anything. So what I wanted to touch on again is we're going to see a lot of this stuff based around the Rockets. A lot of the gameplay is based around these Rockets. And so right now, they're not coming up until about a minute from now. 27:20 on the game clock. You will see the Rockets pop up top middle. And when that happens, you see a couple easy kills kind of convert into a flag cap.
Well, here comes the flag. He's trying to run it out, and Snipe Down's actually going to miss the shot. Did he hit that one?
Yeah,
I think he connected a little bit, and it should be an easy kill here. And shot him in the legs a couple times.
Dursky apparently is a warrior not only online, but also on land.
Is he a warrior online? Yes. I've actually heard that he's very annoying to play against.
Yes, he's always bumping and jumping, so you got to be wary of that.
He's a bumper jumper. Yeah. You're a bumper jumper, too.
Yeah, but I am no Dursky. But anyways, so we now have Snipe Down really just controlling their base, not allowing any... Nades his teammate, almost killed Ninja, but he jumped over and got out of there. So yeah, what we're seeing now is they're really just holding down the base. It was a very, very easy flag cap for APG. Didn't get contested whatsoever, Scott.
Yeah, and they're waiting for the sniper to drop, but more importantly, in a couple seconds here, these rockets are going to be dropping, and that is much more important. And I'm sorry, we're going to have to get a NASA listen in here in a second, because I know everyone loves that.
Yeah, I know they're getting a bunch of tweets about who's that? Who's Houston? Is someone NASA Houston? The astronaut? Who's on the line right now?
Yeah,
because I'm hearing that 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown, and I'm just curious. But that is the coach of G4C Misfits. He is known as Tyler Diesel Hoyt. He is one of the most famous coaches here on the AGL circuit.
He's kind of he's kind of revolutionized coaching in its own way, and it's always the people who end up coming up with something different. And the reason he changes his voice when he does coaching is because Richie Hines, he is the coach of Ambush, aka formerly known as Pulse Esports, and he said, listen, you gotta distinguish your voice differently than ours. And he goes, well, I'm doing the pilot voice. That's it.
Correct. And that's something that, maybe one or two coaches have done in the past, but they never really made something out of it, and they never stuck to it. And those of you who are familiar with the Halo 1 franchise, there used to be a talking timer that went around, and we had a nice little British lady, 10, 9,
oh, she was beautiful.
8, just
can't tell you how many times I
voice.
fell asleep to that voice.
Well, yes, and she was great, and so we saw Diesel kind of mimic that, but also take the quality of the NASA commentator. So he's turned it around and for the better.
And a lot of coaches got to take that off of him, and of course they're going to because it's so effective. Now we're jumping on board with APG here. He's got the sniper rifle. Normally you don't see it fall in his hands, but you know what? He is one hell of a sniper.
Yeah, and the funniest thing about APG sniping is he's always going to be in your face with it. Look at that.
Oh, God.
See, he ports over. He doesn't care if he's going to die with the sniper. He just wants to make something happen.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But you know what? He always does. The guy doesn't really miss too many shots, especially with his BR, and very rarely with his sniper. And maybe not as much as snipe down, but he gets the job done.
For sure. Well, here comes Cloud. Cloud does have a sniper rifle here, and he's able to connect with a body shot, but he is unable to kill him. And now, here we go, wrapping around, and Nable also has a sniper rifle.
Oh,
what the headshot?
That was a little bit crazy.
That was a whip, huh?
Yeah, that was a little Halo 2-esque right there.
I guess all you have to do is play 2 cents, and you can whip, so this is what I'm going to be doing.
That was a 2 cents whip?
Yeah.
That was a very... Now, I've gotten also a couple tweets of people saying, what sensitivity are these players using? What are they doing? Because these guys are missing.
There we go.
And, you have Pistola, the native crew, who kind of like to have that high-end 5-6 sensitivity, which is just, in my opinion, it's crazy. Yeah, it gives you the benefit of being able to make better plays and quicker plays, what have you.
Oh, no.
But, oh, my goodness. And we just saw a fantastic rocket. That was epic. And then you also have Enable and a couple other players that play on the lesser sensitivity, 4 or 3. Even Enable plays at 2 right now. So we talked about it a little
everyone's
bit earlier,
different.
but yeah, you got to find your niche.
Yep. Well, this right here, Eric, could very well be the third and final flag cap. We have a rocket going down. It connects with Maniac. That is going to be 2 members down for BTH. Cloud coming off the respawn. He's going to be putting in shots on the flag carrier. And he does actually hit him with that nade. And will it get over? Oh, man. It's
Made it over.
And Cloud is going to be taken out. And there we go.
He missed it. Holy crap. That was
You did everything right.
He even spring jumped. I don't know if you guys know at home, but he spring jumped over that and he still missed it. But you know what? That's it. A just unreal 6-0. They didn't show anyone any life in this tournament.
They had no weakness. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Adrift. Capture the flag. 3-0 Misfits coming in hot.
That was a great tournament. They really came in and just dominated, almost like it's not in the same limelight as was in 2007, but we know FB came out in 2007 and didn't drop a game.
Yeah.
And that's what happened here with this Misfit squad. So I know they didn't get the opposition that we saw over at AGL 5 Nashville, but who knows? This might have some effect on some team changes here in the future. I'm not trying to jinx it, but they played absolutely fantastic.
Well, most importantly here, shout out to everyone who tuned in. Shout out to everyone in the technical side, Arena Gaming. Make sure you get your passes here for Knoxville. It's amazing.
Someone wants to say hi to the camera real quick. Just bring in the champion right here. Snipe down. What do you have to say? Anything?
Well, give him your headset.
Didn't drop a game.
Yeah, didn't drop a game. This guy's just. We all saw his Haven gameplay. You saved your game for the right reasons. That was something that
retarded.
We normally
that all tournament, man.
Serial killer.
We normally don't see that too often, but that was necessary in that instance.
You have serial killer problems.
And here we also have Proverb, his first event win over here. What a way to go out.
You have more than best man.
Oh my goodness. All right, congratulations to you guys. We'll talk to you guys a little bit later, maybe get a couple quick interviews. Thank you for entertaining everyone, including myself, those at home.
That was classy, wasn't it?
That was very classy.
Very classy
Very.
move right there.
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, so Eric, I think the first thing we have to do here as we're wrapping up the stream, obviously big shout outs to Brad Ware, Arena Gaming League for hosting it on for us. Billy Lutz, the guy who was doing the sound, which I never got his name. He's been right next to me this whole time. Klein. Big shout out to him. Xena for coming out to this, and most importantly, big shout out to all the moms out there.
Yes.
Love you, Mom.
Yes. And I'll do another couple shout-outs.
Love you, moms.
For instance, Game On, LLC over in Pittsburgh. We also have Battlefield Knoxville, where AGL will be holding their AGL 7 Knoxville on June 7th through the 9th. If you buy your passes before midnight tomorrow, you will get a free $30 in your AGL online pocket. We also have Maven. Spreading the America.
Papa Squad.
Xena is helping it. And yes, so
it's a big family here.
A couple
One
quick
big community family.
To everyone out there.
One big happy family.
I'm trying to think of who else. Everyone else who supported Halo 4 this far, 343, the rest of the crew, everyone else. We are making strides, and I just want to say thank you for everyone.
Coming in hot.
T-Mac, everyone. Everyone's doing great.
Coming in hot.
Yeah. It's been awesome.
I'm coming in hot.
So the next tournament where you guys are going to see us is at AGL 7 Knoxville. We will be commentating that June 7th through the 9th. Please stay tuned and make sure you guys get your passes because there's still a bunch out there, and we're starting to see this competition come alive here.
Go Caps! Let's go! Good night. Love everyone.
Take care.
All right, Caps game. We're going to go.